The learning is Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov. Mesachas Kesubos Perik Dala Mishna Beis. Hama'aris es bitoi. If someone marries off his daughter, the Torah says he can marry off his daughter who is a naira or a katana. The girsha, and the husband divorces her. Then Irsa, he marries her off again to a second husband. V'nis armala, and her husband dies. Ksuvasa shaloi. The father gets to keep the ksuva, and this is even the ksuva of the second one. He's siya v'girsha, but if he married her off and they had nisuin also, the reisha I should have spoken out was only erisin. Here they had nisuin also, so then, which is the second step. So then v'girsha, and he divorces her. The first husband divorces her. He did nisuin again, married her off to a second husband. V'nis armala, and her husband dies. Over here, ksuvasa shalah, she gets to keep the ksuvi even of the first one, because the Tanakama holds that after nisuin, the father doesn't have rishus in her anymore. Rabbi Huda Omer, harishayna shalav. In the second one, taka the ksuva goes to her, but by the first marriage, hisiya v'girsha, the first nisuin, the ksuva goes to the father. And the reason is, the Gemara explains, Maskana, the reason is because Rabbi Huda holds that basek siva azlinan, and since it was written before the nisuin, at the time that the daughter was still in the rishus of the father, so therefore the father gets the ksuva. On Malay, the Chachamim said, what we spoke out, Misheisiya, no, after nisuin, ein lahavia rishus ba, so therefore even the first hisiya v'nis armal, hisiya v'girsha, the ksuva goes to the daughter. Mishna Gimel, Hagiyaris, so the Hagdama to Mishna Gimel is that a nair ma'irasa gets skila, al pesach beisaviyah, and if the husband is lying and it turns out that she was not a nair ma'irasa, then he would pay me'asela. So there's three halachas basically that the Mishnah is going to discuss is that she gets skila. The skila is al pesach beisaviyah, and in the case that the Baal is lying, the Baal has to pay me'asela. So the halacha is that that's only by a bas Yisrael, because the parsha of skila by nair ma'irasa was says ki asasa nevala bi Yisrael. So dafka by bas Yisrael is the halacha of skila. What about if she's a giyaris? So that's the first case. Hagiyarish and his gaira bita ima. So really we don't care about the mother. We're talking about the daughter was a giyaris. This nair ma'irasa was a giyaris, meaning she was born a guy, and at some point in her life she was megayer. So then, the Zinsan, she was mezana as a nair ma'irasa. Arezu b'chenek, there's no parsha of skila, like we just said, it's only said by a bas Yisrael. Ein la loy pesach beisaviyah, there's no halacha over there of killing her by pesach beisaviyah. The chenek does not take place over there. V'loy me'asela, and if the Baal is lying, he doesn't pay me'asela. The second case of the Mishnah is haisai rasa shaloi bigdusha v'leidasa bigdusha. So here it isn't a gay of the mother, because the mother was a guy, but she was misguided during the pregnancy, and therefore, b'shas the leida, the child was actually born a Jew. Harezu b'skila. So over here, even though she wasn't hayrasa b'kedusha, but there's a riboy to tell me, the extra word in the pasuk says, skulu ba'avanim umeisa, didn't have to say umeisa, is the rabbis, hayrasa shaloi b'kedusha. That even though the hayrasa shaloi b'kedusha, as long as the leida is b'kedusha, you get skila. But the Gemara says that riba is only ligabe skila, but not ligabe the other two halachos. So that's why the Mishnah says, but ein la loy pesa beis av. The skila will not take place at the doorway of the father's house. But loy me'asela, and if the husband is lying, he does not pay me'asela. And a third halacha, which is the most simple, is haisai rasa v'leidasa b'kedusha. If the mother was miskayeres before she became pregnant with her, so then it's a regular bas Yisrael, harei bas Yisrael l'chol davar, there would be skila al pesach beisaviyah, and if the husband's lying, there would be me'asela. The last halacha, the Mishnah is yesh la'av, it's a separate halacha, not negay really, is yesh la'av ein la pesach beisav, if the father does not have a house, or yesh la pesach beisav ve'ein la'av, there is no father, meaning because she's a Yisayma. So then, harezu b'skila, there still would be the parsha of skila, because the halacha, le'nemer pesach beisaviyah, the halacha of giving skila at the doorway of the father's house, is el mitzvah, is only lechatchila, but if there's no house, avada, you would still get skila.